pretty crazy to think about. Like, I remember coming to the North Shore for the first time and being so freaked out. Like, the whole idea of coming to the North Shore with like a quiver of boards, waves like Sunset and Pipe. This was before even I surfed in the Triple Crown. And just like knowing that you're gonna probably surf waves bigger than you've ever seen totally freaked me out. To like learn how to surf the waves here, it was gonna take a while because I definitely don't overpower them. It was more about understanding the waves and like how they break, and it's such a different energy in the ocean here, and there's so much more power that it took me a while to learn how to deal with that. I started coming and spending like 3 or 4 months here instead of just the normal month and a half that like everyone else would spend. I'd stay for another 2 months after, all the way up until the first contest usually, just because I knew I needed to learn how to surf here. And that's the only way I was going to do it. Just stay here and spend time here and surf and put myself in situations that, you know, you survive and you learn from. Now coming to the North Shore is like, it's more about coming to Hawaii. It's got such a different feeling now. Like getting off the plane, you're like in Hawaii, happy, really peaceful feeling of being here. Yeah, the high five was a high five, you know, I mean, that was a pretty monumental heat for me for a lot of reasons. You know, obviously a world title heat, like if I won that heat, I won a world title. But still, that heat was pretty amazing, just the fact that the waves were really, really good. And that's when it kind of, it turned the corner for me, like, and that's where it all started to click, like that event. Because I came into Hawaii with like a real legitimate chance at winning the world title. And I'd only surfed in 1 Pipe Masters before that, and I got the crap kicked out of me. All that time I put in just all started to totally make sense. I started like getting waves. Instead of watching all these guys get waves, like they were actually me. I was making these waves and getting waves, and it was like, okay. I remember coming in the event, like Sonny Garcia just totally wrote me off. Like, well, he's never like made it out of a heat at Pipe, so he has no chance, you know. And I ended up like, that was kind of the event where I finally like put it together, and like I made it to the semis, and I lost in like a heat where we both had 10-point rides, and I lost to a guy that went on to win 11 world titles. 2000, I think 2000 was even more memorable, just because I remember waking up in the morning and the swell had gotten really big the night before, but it was supposed to drop off, and I woke up and it was like all second reef washing through. And I had first heat of the morning. I was down there in the dark, and I was like trying to see, and it was like just white water, like to the horizon, you know. And guys were out. Guys were trying to pick off like little insiders, you know. And the little insiders were like 10-footers, like doubling up, you know, on first reef. And they're like, it's on, you know. And I was so nervous, and I paddled out on my first heat against Pedersen Rosa and like squeaked through that heat. After that, I surfed against Andy in my next heat, and like that to me was like maybe the best heat I've ever had at Pipe, because Andy was just like so reckless and just wanted anything, you know. And I think he thought he was just gonna steamroll me because he was just a maniac, you know. And it was pumping, because by the time we paddled out in the quarters, it just stopped breaking on the second reef, and it was just like feathering out the back and like coming and hitting the first reef. It was like 10 feet, and there were some heavy waves, and I linked back then. It was top 3, and I like just linked into 3 of the like some of the better waves I've ever caught at Pipe, you know. And it just happened to be against Andy, you know, and that was one of my like most memorable moments out there. You know, to have that title, like the Pipeline Masters title, yeah, it's a total honor, but it has nothing to do with taming that wave, because it's always going to be, you know, it's always going to be the boss. It's always in control, and you're just kind of, that day just happened to be my day. Everything just kind of fell into place for me, and just all that time that I'd put in surfing out there and trying to understand the wave, and having the swell be really west and have it be all lefts and not many rights was pretty important too. You know, it humbles you no matter what. Like, doesn't matter what you've accomplished out there, what you feel like, how much you feel like you have figured it out, like you'll still go out there and get beat down.
It's an honor to be out there, you know, with these guys. Amazing surfing going on, and just had a great day. It was fun, lots of fun waves, lots of great waves ridden, and nice to be here. Thanks.